Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and Minecraft have been hyping up their Dragon Ball Z DLC all year long, and so many have been excited to see Goku, Frieza, Cell, and many other bosses inside of the game. It even has the full Vibrant Visuals experience. It's enhanced as part of it, but it has a 3.9 star review on the marketplace. Let's play some Dragon Ball Z and some Soul Steel today. I am, honestly, a little bit fatigued from playing Minecraft collabs with major brands, but this is one I'm making an exception for because as a kid, I loved Dragon Ball Z. I didn't feel, it's a fully third-person game. I didn't fully, I don't want to say get it, but that's ultimately the truth. I found it to be a lot confusing in many ways. But also, I love the saga and the whole, like, you get more powerful, and then you get even more powerful. It's crazy. Anyway, so it's got some recommended settings, and then we've got our lovely lady here, Bulma, who is going to tell us what we need to do. We're going to enter the Tenkichi Budokai, the World Martial Arts Tournament, and it's going to be great. Yeah, I feel like, anyone from my generation were raised on a lot of cartoons that were, like, from Japan and only questionably localized. Oh, look, it's me, the Ocelot. Welcome to the simulation. Time to learn to fight like a pro. Looking forward to learning to fighting like a pro. I hope. There we go. Wait, no, did I do it right? Okay, so we're going to use Goku's skills against Gohan. So Gohan is Goku's kid, I want to say. Oh, yeah, look at that. Perspective cannot be changed. So one of the fun things about how far Minecraft custom maps have come, or DLC like this, is there's now so much you can customize. The hotbar's over there for some reason. I can't change the camera, and my hitting does this. So I've got two types of ability. This is regular, and this is ultimate. No, they're just randomly highlighting anyway. I don't know why they are, but they are. Regular abilities can be used anytime, but ultimates, these need your fighting meter to be maxed out. So I don't see my fighting meter. I would guess it's my health bar looking thing over there. Am I doing this wrong? Landing successful hits will charge the fight meter, so keep attacking. Okay, I'm landing all the successful hits I can. Maybe. Yeah, it's not going up any amount. Once it's full, you can unleash your ultimate state. Trust me, it's awesome. It's highlighting the bar to let me know that it's not filling up. Do I have to use a different one of these, maybe? But be careful, your ultimate... Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, it charged. Kamehameha! Kamehameha. Yeah, you know, I feel like it's one of these, I want to be a little bit embarrassed, but I'm not any amount embarrassed to be like, yeah, it's cool to hold out your hands and have a beam come out of it. So let's do this. Yeah, I've got to say, more and more Minecraft DLC, I agree with Antonia Xavier, who makes the point that says that, like, yeah, we're losing more and more Minecraft through these DLC collaborations. In the 4J days, it was just a map that was themed like something. Now it is, oh, okay, I'm going to Kamehameha you. You're going to get so Kamehameha. Kamehameha. Oh, what does that even mean, by the way? Kamehameha doesn't sound like it's Japanese. Is it just fake Dragon Ball Z? Okay, there we go. Let's do this. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there we go, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's 6 damage. That's a lot. So, as you can see, I can continuously charge this now. Because they're trying to show me just how good it is, I think. I'll do a key blast. Okay. And then a shield. No, I'll do a Kamehameha again. Honestly, chat, I don't wanna be rude to this or anything. But so far, the combat is feeling like I think in the aim to show how impressive it can be for Minecraft, we've made a combat system which is really rough for any other game. Sure hope the single-player world doesn't require a constant server connection. You know, thankfully... Oh god, it's so loud! So loud! Okay, so... It's a very, very fast-moving game, and my health is very low, by the way, so I'm gonna get out of here or I'll die. I'm just gonna finish him off with a Kamehameha, hopefully. Oh no, he's gonna finish me off. I'll key blast him. Don't you worry. Oh yeah, got him good there. Then I'll do a shield. Right stick to activate. That's not very useful. Where did he go? Wait, did I win that? I don't even know what just happened there. WTF, is this is Minecraft? This is in fact Minecraft. What's interesting is they promoted this at Minecraft Live, but they had many other DLCs released between that and now. So I wonder if they delayed it so they could make it work with Vibrant Visuals. or what was going on there. But in any case, let's see what this is. It's music. Oh, I don't have any music turned on. So we'll turn on some music for the sake of this DLC. We'll go to audio, and then we'll just have some music play. And I'll hope we don't get copyright struck. But if we do, you're gonna see the rest of the video magically vanish from VOD. Because that's the fun world of copyright on the internet these days. Hey Toy Cat, Magnolia turned 8 yesterday. She's a big Toy Cat fan, even has a plushie for the nighttime snuggles. I hope you're doing desert well today. Thank you, Brian Harshman. That's really wholesome. Very, very fun to hear. But you know, specifically, hello Magnolia. Definitely the coolest color name you could have. If you were, you know, like having a, you know, not to insult one of the most common names in the world, but green is a bit of a weird name, right? You know, blue. Okay, so there's a difficulty adjuster over here, which is fun. Oh yeah, it's really, really rough, chat. I think this is so well done for like what they've done inside of Minecraft, but then it's so poorly done in how well it is to actually play. So this is my character. Do I just hit play actually? But like, okay, there we go. Do you see my issue? Like, nothing is very well explained. Ooh, there's something hidden in the hub world here. Let's go get it. What is it? It's a air bottle? It's a hoi poi capsule. Very, very fun. I was genuinely about to ask if you're going to do a review for this. So this is the collectibles. Presumably, oh, I got Piccolo's turban. Oh, so this is where your collectibles go. There are different collectibles from around the world. I didn't know that Piccolo had an actual turban. It's wild that they did. So this is Play Music Splash, where we collect all of our little achievements. RuneScape fun for you, says Robot Slayer. I haven't played RuneScape in a while, but sailing coming out is going to be my incentive, I think. I remember when Construction came out all those years ago, playing it immediately and just loving it. I'm going to, even if I'm not into RuneScape actively, I think I would love to relive the learning a skill with everyone at the same time. But yeah, let's play normal PvP, tournament, or blank. But yeah, even this like UI, I didn't quite understand which of these I was selecting at first. This could be design, right? So I'll go for tournament, logically. Yeah, I gotta fight your boy, I forget his name. Is it Piccolo? I think it is Piccolo. He's not one of the evil guys, but he's the same color as one of the evil guys. Oh, I didn't realize what I'm just going for there. But you know, my point is he's not Cell. He's like kind of a goblin. Although what is Cell really? Yeah, okay, let's Kamehameha him. Yeah, this is the only attack worth using, I think. Oh, unless we get attacked first. So yeah, this is, okay, so I'm crouching right now by accident. Oh no, what's happening? I'm frozen. I'm gonna blast him anyway. And I'm gonna do one of these to him. Yeah. And then we'll just switch out to doing regular attacks. Yeah, come get me. You can't. I'm gonna just punch you to death. So yeah, making Minecraft into a fighting game is an absolutely wild thing to be able to pull off. Like, that has to be said, right? Oh, we can't Kamehameha ourselves out of bad UI, sadly. Yeah. It's a shame because you're fully able to create UI. It seems like, so it's, oh look, there's an announcer there. Okay, round 2, fight. Okay, I'm gonna start with Kamehameha. Yeah. Getting really badly hurt there. And I'm just gonna punch him a bunch. Get a little key blast in there. For some, none of these key blasts are going off, so I don't understand what's going wrong there. I think this is very technically impressive. But I will have to say, okay. I think despite the technical, okay, so I'm really low on health. He's not. There we go. Beamed him really good there, I think. Then we'll do a low, short-range missile. I got him for the first time, and now he's going for me. I'm just gonna get far enough away that I can wait for this to charge and not die. I'll get into the sky, and oh no, what? So he can freeze me in place and guarantee that he can KO me. That's not even fun game design, right? That's like, you made the idiot mistake of being attacked in a move. I don't know, I didn't get that. Perhaps your single player world has bad ping. The color saturation is hurting my eyes. Oh, it's very cel-shaded. But again, I think that is impressive. I actually, no, honestly, I will say, I like the visuals. I think they could have made a Dragon Ball Z world in this. Would have been great. I really like... Oh, wait, why did my map just drop on the ground there? Okay. So this is the map. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for the map. By the way, okay, so you throw a map, and that's where it goes. We have a full inventory with all of the blocks, so you can see what they look like, which is fun. Which does show we're in creative mode, right? Although these are crafting recipes, so maybe I'm wrong about that. Mangrove planks can be... I've never seen the crafting recipe without the craftable toggle on, like, and seen this many blocks in there. Is this everything you can craft from your inventory? Because it's missing things like torches, right? Yeah, how does Minecraft decide what to show you in the crafting table? Anyway, it's reference to Piccolo's move from the Cell Saga. Oh, I love the Cell Saga. I love me the Cell Saga. Okay, so let's try again on easy. Maybe I'm just not good enough. And we'll go for PvP rather than tournament. Okay, it didn't work. But I'll try that again. Easy. I want PvP. Okay, that's not an option. Oh, there we go. Okay. Easy. PvP. Easy. PvP. Oh, is it locked? So, oh, I think I get it. You can't do PvP. Yeah, it's like grayed out. So maybe it's telling me PvP will be unlocked eventually. Right now I have to do tournament. And then this isn't even... That's even worse. Okay, you know, that's my bad, clearly. I love the Boo Saga. It has a lot of issues, but damn, it's one of my favorites. I always like Cell the most, I think. I think I love the... There was something... I think, to be fair, it's also the birthplace of the over 9,000 meme, right? Which, you know, let's give it some credit. That meme has you know, the over 9,000 concept has gone real far. But you know, you can call me two numbers loving for this if you want. But I like the concept of having power levels be measurable. I hate in so many shows they're like, oh yeah, I felt really powerful, and then you have to get humbled. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do a Kamehameha chat. This is gonna be it. Oh yeah, he's so dead. He's so dead. Yeah, win! I win! KO! Technical win! All I had to do was lower the difficulty. Yeah, I absolutely loved the Cell Saga because I like the concept of the movie not just using like, oh yeah, look, they made it because they had the emotions to make it. Like, that's an important lesson to learn for life in 1 or 2 movies. But every movie does that, where like, oh, the hero isn't able to quite do it even though he thinks he can. And then he does something cool, and then eventually he can overcome the massive challenge. I want it to be like, no, his power level is 6,000, our power level is 5,000. We're gonna lose this one. Okay, I'm getting wrecked, chat. I'm gonna beam him. Yeah, this is not fun. I want that to change. You know, this is a very... Someone spent a lot of people spent a lot of time on this. And so I want to like this. There's a lot of good DLC in the marketplace that just takes a bit of getting into. You know, there's a lot of bad DLC too. But, nope, okay. Right now, chat, I feel like, even as someone who likes Dragon Ball Z and wants to be like, yeah, Kamehameha, I'm a destroy Piccolo. Even as someone who's like, maybe not quite prime, but like, you know, getting to prime audience for this, I'm just like, oh, this is a bit dumb, huh? This isn't a good gameplay mechanic. Just stand in front of someone while we continuously hit each other. It doesn't feel right, you know? Okay, I'm gonna go for a couple of these. Ooh, and then we're gonna go one of these. Let's do it. We're not quite ready to cool down. Oh, don't freeze me in place. Don't do it. There we go. Yeah, that'll do him. That'll do him real good. And then we'll just punch him a few more times. And that should finish him off. Go one of those, maybe? No. Got him. This is what the Tenkai Budokai is all about. What a hard-fought victory. So like Street Fighter. This feels half-baked. It's the interesting problem. I think it's a very common interest. Oh, okay, we got... Okay, this is... Oh, no. It's multiplayer now. So, I forgot to turn off invite only. Hack1MC is someone who loves to test that in games. But I'm curious, can he also fight? Is this like... Did they just not intend the multiplayer to work? Are we both Goku fighting? Can I fight him, actually? Hi, IBX Toy Dragon. Yeah, oh god. It's weird because I think that this is like one of the like highest effort pieces of content I've ever seen in Minecraft. But at the same time, it's like, but they didn't actually nail the fundamentals. They have something that looks really like, it looks impressive. If you showed this to someone who had never played Minecraft before but had seen it, and you just said, just look at the footage. They'd be like, whoa, wow, that's crazy. Look how nuts it looks. But it doesn't feel good. Look at this, my camera's like trapped in a corner here. I can't get out. Oh, like, it's a buggy mess. Buggy's not the right word. It's a poorly controlled... Oh, look at that. I'm not going to respawn because Hack1MC's going to fight it. Oh, wait, there's a timeout? And then I'm going to respawn, maybe? What was that timer for? What was it for? Yeah, I feel... Okay, so tie. Oh, that's interesting that can happen. I think... Okay, so I want to be clear here. I love that they... I'm going to talk about the things I love first. I think that the things I'm disliking are too obvious to go into. So I love the quality of this texturing. I love the quality of... Like, I love how much they've clearly made this UI go special. Also, just yelled lose. Just because he left the game. Only used Kamehameha in a fight. Oh, I did great, chat. Cell has vanished. Oh, okay. So yeah, what I love is how they've... I love that they managed to get this IP to convince them to make a Minecraft map. I love this world that they built. It feels like I could be fighting somewhere in the Dragon Ball Z cartoons that I remember from being a kid. The trophies feel like they're on point. The way it's all stylized is really nice. But first of all, Minecraft is not a perfect third-person game. I don't know why a lot of DLC assumes it has to be. Minecraft is not a third-person game. And forcing it to be third-person so you can see that I'm Goku, when there's a giant thing reminding me I'm Goku, and by the way, I'm doing Kamehamehas, I don't know that we need that. The UI was terrible. Again, like, why does it need to be off-center? Outside of streaming, where I love this, because usually I have to cover some of the hotbar, outside of me being a streamer, why is my hotbar over there? I don't understand. It supports... You know, I think that's a confusing point by itself. And why is it that we focused on making a fighting game that isn't that great? When it, you know, like, ultimately, like, maybe if I heard there was a Dragon Ball Z Street Fighter game that a lot of people love, or Soul Calibur game. So maybe they're going after, like, that kind of vibe. But it's like, we could have used the Minecraft mechanics here. We could have made a game that was Dragon Ball Z combined with Minecraft, rather than Dragon Ball Z built on the Minecraft engine. Because what we've created is a game that doesn't quite feel like either. We've created a game that feels like a needlessly bad Dragon Ball Z thing. And it doesn't even have, unlike most things like this, some beautiful environments. So it doesn't have like, you know, great references being built into the world. And it controls badly, it UIs badly, the camera is atrocious, the combat, I have to imagine that I'd get into it eventually. There's a lot of questionable things here, and I'm glad I didn't commit to playing it for an entire stream, because I think that would make me sad. So yeah, my take, I'm gonna go to browse add-ons. Watch out, Hack1MC has joined my game. Oh, you ever seen that before? It says play. So yeah, even once the person has joined my game again, it still didn't help me at all, by the way. Also, I've got infinite water breathing for some reason. Really, really nicely designed menus. So many people must have put so much love into this, and someone dropped the ball Maybe even at the Dragon Ball Z end, right? But disappointing. So Dragon Ball Z, I'm going to be fair with my rating here. But I think if the 3.9 star review helped me realize this might not be good, it might be useful for other people if I say, yeah, there's always room for improvement, but I'm having fun. That's no good. Use the buttons below to let the creator know how they can improve. Yeah, I feel like room for improvement is the right way to describe this. I think a lot of people are going straight to 1 star. I think this is a 3 star. I think this is... I think this has the potential to be so great. And I love that I can see that potential. But I'm just not getting it right now. That's for sure. So, yeah, with that said, let's now bounce out of this. Because, yeah, I've permanently locked myself anyway. There's no... Is there /lobby? /load? /clone? Can I do clone? Wait, is it actually going to let me? Okay. So I'm just going to do this a whole bunch. Okay, so no blocks cloned. Super weird. It looks like you can actually... It looks like they have given me access to commands. So, /game mode spectator. Oh. Fascinating. Look at this. So yeah, in its default game mode, it gives you the option to switch through various commands. Can I TP? TP 0100 0. This is the classic. So I'm in like a special world that they're destroying and building. Is there anything else like further out there? No, there is not. I'm in a dome. Oh, it looks like okay, so this was a mess. That was what that was. And my intention of playing that again is very, very low. Very, very, very low. I want to like, I've got a friend of a friend who's got 8 people in their world. I want to jump into that next. So yeah, I am a little disappointed with that. I think especially given that Minecraft put so much hard work into hyping it, they should have had something that was good, and especially that was Minecrafty. And it's sad that it wasn't either of those things. So yeah, for the sake of the rest of the stream, I'm going to play a little bit of Soul Steel. They introduced a brand new dungeon, and I would love to give it a little bit of a shot. Because why wouldn't I? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the thumbnail just so anyone getting in here doesn't get too confused. MC... I don't know okay, I don't know what thumbnail I used before, actually. Is it this one? Nope, that's a Neverite horse. I have... You know what, chat? I clearly used something for this Soul Steel thumbnail, and I do not know what it was. Was it this? There we go, yeah, it was. So how much was it? You don't want to know how much the Dragon Ball DLC was. My code was provided by Microsoft for review purposes. And I thought that as a result... Oh, hey, Arachnox! Can you comment on a video I sent you on Discord?
I sent you on Discord. Here's 50.
Okay, thank you very much, first of all, for a £50 tip. I love... I do appreciate that, by the way. Not the first tip of the stream, said 6, by the way. Forgot to... somehow didn't see that. I think it must have been before I started streaming. But, yeah, we're going to the new dungeon, by the way. Second of all, chat, I have a dilemma, morally, that I want to share with you. I'll comment on a video for £50, sure. But you could just screenshot your current stream on title screen. Yeah, that would be a good way to do it. I left the Discord and now I feel a bit of FOMO. You can feel FOMO about anything you want. By the way, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper today, chat. I've finally given into the hype. Everyone and their mother is like, oh, you don't like Dr. Pepper? And I just remember I had it like 10 times as a kid, and every time I was like, that's worse Coke, and Coke isn't very good. I never liked Coke as a kid. But I figured like, oh, if I don't like... I drink a lot of Coke Zero now, especially Fountain Coke Zero. So maybe I'd like some Dr. Pepper. What qualifications does the man really have? Let's find out. So I want to go to the new dungeon, by the way. Do you think I can just walk there? I guess we'll find out. Let's go. Let's try to find it. I bet it was in the news section, actually. I bet they would tell me exactly how I could do that. Ooh, fun, you've got a bracelet on. Oh, this is... it. You know, yes, I have a bracelet on. It's a bracelet of power. And I put it on to encourage people to become channel members. It's a bracelet of... of persuasion. And my persuasion ability is something I am using to convince you, especially you, Dasher, of all people. What's with... No, but I would like to convince you to continue watching this stream. And so I'm being the most charming version of myself. And I am playing the most fun things that we can. Anyway, so, but yeah, okay, so first of all, I got a tip just now from Arachnos saying, comment on a video, £50. I did get a DM from the same person being like, hey, could you do this thing for me? I'll pay you. And there's an interesting thing, right? Because I personally, I think there is some really complicated rules around like selling. As someone who would love the way the world works to be, just be like, if you want to buy something and someone wants to sell something, it's chill. But there is a little bit more complexity to like, I don't even know how to say it. I feel like there's complexity to, even to that concept, because like, how do you correctly price fit? Like, let's say that my new side hustle was commenting on videos or something. How do you correctly price it, first of all? But second of all, like, should you, like, for instance, when we do like pay to win streams or pay to lose, you might call them. I'm going to try and find a new dungeon, but if there's no one here, there's probably no dungeon over here. In fact, I probably do have to speak to someone first. I'll go to the menu. I'll go to news. It's not in here. I'll go to... It might be best to leave the server and rejoin, honestly. But I'm betting it's like over here. Because there's a bunch of stuff here, and there's some people here. And there's some mobs here. This feels like the place that there would be another quest. But what I'll do is I'll see... Maybe one of my quests I already have. Okay, so let's... Oh, one hit KO. Jesus. I'll come back to World Spawn. Ruin City. Is that the name of the place I'm trying to go? I'm trying to go to the... Oh, it doesn't say from here. It said earlier when I checked. But this place has a name. It's a brand new area that we can unlock. So it's like... It's not towards the city. It's in like a third direction altogether. So I'm guessing we do have to unlock that via some quest. So if you collect enough Chrono Essence, that's this quest. Zaya has a quest. Okay. So I think yeah, we're gonna have to unlock some stuff to do it. You need to go to the Sundered Gate. Maddie, good to see you. Thank you for the tip. Oh, here, I've got a map. So this is the area right there, right? This is the temple. I need to be at the Sundered Gate. So I'll teleport to the temple. Wait, am I here? I don't know where I am on this map, but I'm guessing I am at the temple right now. And we're going to try and go to the Sundered Gate right now, chat. The Sundered Gate. I think I might be best off teleporting back to camp. If I use this, then I can go back here. And then we'll use the map to work out. That is where I was. I was right in the correct place, chat. Whoopsie. But we'll now go left, because it's over there somewhere. I'm hoping Bulbasaur. I'm hoping Bulbasaur over here. What a high quality username he has. I'm hoping he can maybe help me out with this. If I have to go through some caves, I have to go through some caves, but hopefully we find what's happening here. I say a comment that isn't high is at least a 100. At least a 100. That's there's an interesting thing, right? Because I think that a lot of people kind of just take this view of like, there are a set of things that I will sell, and anything outside of that, I will not. I just bought a, I don't know, I bought this Dr. Pepper for, I think 75p, or it was 5 for £2.50. And so if you came up to me and said, I'll buy you Dr. Pepper, mate, I'll give you £3 for that. So people are like, no, I bought it because I want it. So of course I wouldn't sell it. And it's like, but that man is clearly showing and he's offering you that he needs it more. You are doing both of you a disservice. Okay, so Semcaris is this way. Do I want to be at Semcaris? I mean, I don't want to be at Semcaris. I'm going the wrong way. We want to turn left at the fork in the roads. So we're going to the Sundered Gate. Okay, thank you very much, Rain OFF. In a meeting, can't stay long. Hi. Good to see you from the meeting. I really like the long form seed Sunday. The seed template ones, the output one, and where we got all the seeds in 1 hour plus video. Yeah, I'm fascinated about because a lot of people are enjoying it that way, which I think goes to show the interesting kind of paradox of YouTube content. Is a lot of people will be telling you, oh yeah, we are like the algorithm will be telling you, because the algorithm is kind of an intermediate between you and your audience. Like, oh yeah, your audience don't really like this, and so I tried a million things with Seed Sunday. Some of those things were really successful. We had a few Seed Sundays get millions of views like 5 or 6 years ago. But then a few years ago, like post-pandemic, it's kind of done. And I was like, okay, clearly people loved Seed Sunday, and then they did not. There is no Seed Sunday that gets anything more than like 9 out of 10, or like none of them ever get like long-term appeal. So it's like, not only do new viewers not like Seed Sunday, but old ones don't either. But after I finally gave up, I just figured, you know, just for me, I'm gonna make a Seed Sunday once every like 2-3 months on something I think would be interesting to check out. And you know, it's still a 50-50 rate of success, but it's fascinating that the one from this last Sunday has gone like beyond viral. Oh, we're here, chat. We did it. I made my way here. What do I have to do to unlock those chains? Sundered City Dungeon. Yeah, we're in. Oh, it doesn't want me in. What do I have to do? Do I have to... Is there something that makes this obvious to me? I'll throw my Envenom at it. Okay, if I'm over here, it can't... yeah, you can't knock me away if I'm in a... But it can. It can. I bet there's a way to cheese this. Come on. Okay, what's the way to cheese it, chat? I'll... There's no way to cheese it. Yeah, I will pay for your next Dr. Pepper. You know, Mr. Herobrine, pay my next Dr. Pepper. Do it. I bet you won't. But yeah, I'll have to leave a comment on a video now for 50 Pepper. But I do feel like, unless it's actively immoral, like me selling my Dr. Pepper isn't, I think leaving a comment on a video, if it was a, you know, if the video was, here's why, you know, here is a video of me playing Minecraft while I politely decline the existence of the Holocaust, I'd be like, you know, I'm going to have some real thoughts about whether I want my name to be under that video. Even if it was a comment saying like, dude, WTF, you could argue that outrage would be funding, or would be fueling the video even more, right? You could argue that it would not be okay or responsible to support that video even in that way. Are you ever going to replace yourself with AI like Quibblecop did? I think that was the... I think what's interesting is, on a small enough scale, when you make a dumb decision like that, you show your motives very clearly. But big companies can make dumb decisions on that scale, and it becomes something else entirely. So this is Temple of Semcaris. We have to do this over and over again until we get to dungeon level 15. Which means basically we get a bunch of essence and then walk out of it. It's an easy peasy way for me to grind and talk about some things. Happy birthday, Minimod. Indeed, happy birthday, Minimod. I am, who I believe is an... so if you're curious, Cat has a lot of hobbies. And they are all... Well, honestly, I say a lot of hobbies. But the hobbies are all quite similar to each other. You know, all made up from the same base material. And yeah, one of her hobbies even likes this hobby. You know, it makes it sound like Cat is my mother. You know, it's not impossible. There's no, you know, isn't it nuts actually? This is, I heard a okay, I like to go to parts of the internet that I wouldn't usually spend a lot of time in. You know, I like to see the side of the internet that other people do. And so I stumbled across a, I think it was like Witches Against the Patriarchy post. And it was about, why do you think it is? Like, what's the original sin for why it is that, you know, men believe that they have, or why it is that men have historically had more, you know, power or whatever than women, you know? Why is it? Because, you know, like, you can argue, like, whether the system should exist, but it has existed for whatever amount of time. And it's a really interesting point that was, that, like, it's, I don't know, just like one of those, like, weird biological facts that you don't think about too much, which is like, yeah, when a woman gives birth to a child, she knows that she has part of the genetic material. Like, you know, for most of history, it's not actually perfectly true, but it's to a decent degree of truth. Whereas there is no way for a man to do the same without exerting, like, you know, again, if obviously you can use trust as your way to be the same. But if you want to be, like, actually sure, like, physically sure, you'd have to, like, guard or, you know, control, you could say, the human being that gives the birth and that. Also, Maddie says, I think you need to get an S rank in one of the previous dungeons. Is it in either of the previous dungeons, or is it in both of the previous dungeons? Because that is a big difference right there. It has to be said. I think it was not visiting a doctor in 18 Ethel that was the original sin. Yeah, I mean, that is a valid response, to be fair. It's an entirely valid response. Yeah, original sin is an interesting premise, actually, or an interesting concept for all sorts of things. I'm gonna get killed if I go this way, so I'm just gonna make my way to the exit. Oh, via this little part of the dungeon that I've already been through. What the hell have you been watching, Lamau? I've got to say, I like that I'm convincing my feeds to send me things that I hate. Like, I think this is really useful in an age where, like, I was thinking about this on Reddit. I think it's starting to get very personalized, but it's still a little bit broad and general. Whereas Twitter went deep down the personalization rabbit hole. Facebook did the same. So your weird uncle will be reading, you know, talking about conspiracy theories about 15-minute cities, because he's surrounded by people who think that that's like the base level conspiracy. They're like, yeah, they want the 15-minute cities because we never went to the moon. And then he's like, I don't know about that moon stuff, but the stuff about controlling our movements, I mean, that makes sense. They obviously want to control our movements. Maybe not to go, you know, so we can work out whether or not we've been to the moon, but sure seems like they want to do it. And I feel like you can end up having really radical opinions while thinking your opinions aren't radical because of algorithmic bubbles. So I think it's really good to, like, deliberately get some stuff you hate in your algorithm, just so you can, like, see it, and you can realize, like, oh, this is a group of insufferable people who don't realize they're insufferable. And that could be me. That could easily be me. I hate and love Twitter at the same time. Ooh, there's a well down here. Should I fall down it? Chat, I do not remember this map looking this way in the slightest. So, Maddie, do you know if I have to do either one of these things or this? Also, AI Toy Cat would say less controversial and out-of-pocket things. I feel like you could design an AI version of me that just says random out-of-pockets controversial things. You know, like, hello, I am IBX Toy Cat, and today we will be seeing if which group of Minecraft mobs are best able to be genocided. You see, the problem with enacting a you know, I feel like you could take a script from my real video and get it that way. I want 50. I know. Ooh, Jesus, scary. I want 15-minute moons. You know, that's pretty tempting when you say it like that. I would love to go to the moon and back in 15 minutes. You know, it's like within the realm of possibility that within our lifetime we develop, I forget the term for it, but like basically spaceships, right? Like, but spaceships to get you around, like our planet itself. Like if you're willing to burn enough fuel, in theory you could get into the atmosphere and then back down to any other part of the planet in like half an hour. And I think it's interesting, like how much would change as a result of that. In the same way that, like, before the before trains or cars, if you lived in a city, it was like, yeah, you had to live walking distance to everything that you would ever want to do in your life. And if you didn't live walking distance to it, then you wouldn't do it very frequently. Because you're going to have to rent a horse or a coach or something. You know, it's not going to be a fun time, basically. And, yeah, it's interesting that that changed. I'm going to go pick up as many of these on the way out as I can, because I would like my time to be extended. I still need to pick that one up, but I don't have enough time. My bad. Whoopsie-doo. So, yeah, in that we got rank D still? I got 1490 coins. How many coins do you need for a C on this? Jeez. So I guess we just have to keep grinding this level out. I've only got S rank in Valley of Wrath, and I can go to the new dungeon. Okay, so S rank in Valley of Wrath allows me to go to the new dungeon, is what that sounds like to me. So the next quest for Valley of Wrath for me is, I think it's A grade. Okay, so that's going to be tricky by itself, but I'll give it my best. So let's go to this. Let's set it as our favorite, and then let's teleport over there. I can actually just campsite myself over there, right? Because it's just over here. Is it just over here? Yeah, it is. There we go. So this is the Temple of Semkar. No, it's not. It's not just over here. So let's go into the menu. And then let's go to our quest journal. Let's go to our... Man, I do not know how to use the UI in this game. So we could go back home, and it's going to be free. So I'll just quickly go here, and I'll see if there's, like, any weapons or anything that I can buy. But yeah, I've got to say, Dr. Pepper, after all these years, still not very good. It tastes like flavored Coke, but you haven't quite picked which flavor to use in the machine yet. It's not ideal at all. If you could live forever, would you want to live another 100 years longer? Would you want to? Yeah, it'd be a little bit like... The biggest tragedy about living so long is you'll watch everyone you know die. And it will probably be harder for you to connect with the people who don't die. You know, like, if I'm age 100 and I have another 100 years to live, now I have to work out how to, you know, live with a society. I have to meet a 20-year-old, and then I'll still be able to watch him die before I eventually... You see the problem? You'd have to make multiple groups of friends, and it's already hard enough to make friends when you're like 35, let alone 135. Okay, so the new dungeon, Sundered City. It doesn't actually say. It just says we'll be updating our content over the next few weeks. There's a new artifact weapon, but there's no real news in how I get that. There's Barrow Knights, which is fun. So there's new cosmetics, but okay, that's wow, very exciting. I would love to. I love when games. I think this is crazy that games get away with this. Like, we're celebrating a holiday, and you can buy things. You know, more microtransactions. We know you didn't buy the existing microtransactions, but you can buy more now if you'd like to. Basically, better cherry Coke. If you say it like that, actually, I kind of see it. It's weird. There's a little QR code on here that says "Try more weird," and I want to know what that means. I've got some curiosity to raise there. Okay, so I've got to go get an A rank in Valley of Wealth. Can I get an A rank? I remember it being a nightmare to get even the rank we had already. But, you know, we got to learn. So, let's go. I'm just going to sprint through all of the nonsense. Okay. Because we're looking for coins, basically, but the easiest way to get coins are these big piles. He's just turned off the lever. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Almost couldn't have timed it better if I'd have asked. Now, he should be able to help me out in this little room here, too. I'll pick up the coins from the pile while I wait for mobs to spawn. And there we go. Coin pile gone. I don't need anything else besides maybe a key. If there's one sitting over here for me. And that should be another 100 coins. So, I don't know what a grade A is, but it's got to be like thousands. So we've got to be, you know, we're 3 minutes 45 to go. We've got to be on the way to thousands more coins, chat. We need to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins. Let's go. Stabby, 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 stabby. Get you a good stabby. Get him a good stabby. These guys too. Everyone gets a little stab if they're around me. Perfect. But yeah, if we get rid of plastic straws, how will we get through the all tasty berries made of straw? Wait, berries are made of straw? Are you high? Pout? In which case, very happy for you. You know, that is a desirable state for many. A lot of people pay a lot of good money to get to that position, so very pleased to hear that you've made it there. I feel like there was a chest that I didn't get, like a key. But I'll be fine, I'm sure. We are gonna go up here. So 1625, that's good. It's a good number of coins to get, I think. But we've still got more. We've got 2 minutes 38 and we're at 1625. So less than halfway through the time we're at 1600 coins. That makes me think that we can get higher. If we can find more, you know, like, of these things to do. There is another one just over here, although getting to it, a bit of a nightmare. Can we cut through that little thing there? No, I think it's here. Oh no, it just leads me up here. Okay, there was a key chest, but I don't have the key. So we'll jump over onto this, and then... Can we even get over there? I don't think we can. Oh yeah, this has become a mess real quickly. So my next easy boss to fight would probably be the one through here. But that's only going to get me, like, barely into the 2000s. So I need to find myself a good route. And then I need to use it. Although there is a key here, so... Okay, we're onto something, chat. IBX Toy Cat, is old gen console still worth it? Worth it is an interesting question by itself. Like, I'm not sure there are many people who are, like, actively buying it from scratch. But yeah, I think Minecraft is the best value in gaming. Do you know how many hours of Minecraft I played and how much I paid for Minecraft? Like, I've paid way more than the average person on Minecraft, but I'm still paying like a fraction of... I'm paying a tiny amount for every single, you know, hour that I enjoy in this. Okay, jump over here. We gotta get inside to dodge it the next time. But this is the way to go, I'm pretty sure. Just zoom around. Okay, I'm gonna beat it to this staircase over here. Am I going to? Yes, I am. Oof. And then slicey, slicey, dicey, dicey. I probably need better armor to be in here. And this isn't money, it's just a... I don't even know what that is, chat. What is it? I'm going to be very, very careful with that guy around. Just always continuously dodging or I die. Okay, so... Very, very tricky dungeon. I think we'll do some, like, some feely runs. Because I was barely making grade B there. Let alone... going deeper than that. It's pretty laggy in old gen. Yeah, there are circumstances where it's laggy for sure. I don't doubt that. I mean, they're called strawberries for a reason. They're made of straw. Oh, there we go. Okay, thank you, Pout. I will take back the comment that you are high, unless you would like to be high. You know, like, I say, hello, I'm IBX Toy Cat. Maybe it's like, hi, I'm Pout, but the other way around. Anyway, Mr. Pepper doesn't even have a doctorate. Yeah, I've got to say, I'm not a snob for education. I think education is becoming a worse and worse proxy for intelligence. But, specifically because we figured we would make people more intelligent by giving them education. Whole problem by itself, different point, different time. But I've got to say, I would still like to see some... If you're going to claim to be a doctor, at least be able to back that up, you know? You know, when people just make the empty claim, it's like, you've got something to hide, don't you? It'd be a bit weird to bring this up unprompted otherwise. Okay, so we get a cannon over there. It allows us to get a silver key. And then is there money at the end of this, maybe? Oh, one hit KO. See, I think I desperately need to get more armor. I think my armor is my biggest limiting factor. Even on this level, I'm just getting absolutely destroyed. And we don't really have an easy way to do that. Yeah, this is the problem with the game. I think now I'd have to buy boosters to get better armor so that I can look around better and do stuff. But we'll just keep looking around and accepting some deaths. So that I can find the easiest places where I won't die, but I can get the coins. Is there a new realm review in the video in the works? They're some of my favorite types of videos. Rem Review's got a similar thing. Like, the whole reason the series started was because I was making jokes about, you know, it was a fun title about, like, you know, criticizing your worlds if you're going to criticize mine. And then it was like colonizing your worlds, like the British. I'd see how long it took me to make a British flag in someone's world and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a weird place for a series now. Okay, don't hurt me. Don't do it. It's in a bit of a weird place in that it's a real fan favorite in the same place as Seed Sunday was, where it's like everyone says they love it, and then, you know, a below average number of people watch it. And then over time, it becomes only slightly below average.
Am I imagining things that horses used to swim when you were riding them? Then later they sank in game.
Okay.
They swim again.
Okay, you know, Josh Jones, I don't know if it's a Mandela effect or what, but I have this same false memory. I don't believe that they ever have swum, but I feel like they have. You know? And that's like a... I think it'd probably be good to just load up a really old version of Minecraft to find out. I've been considering for a while now going back to the Xbox 360, getting it down to like TU7, and then going to the Xbox One, getting it down to the right update, and like remaking my Let's Play world basically. And if I do that at the same time, it might be fun to go and find out what the real deal is with this stuff. So where is the little area to the right here that I'm... Chat, I've lost an entire area of the map. Is it over here? So this is the room to that place. It's got to be somewhere else. So first of all, open the key. Open the chest. Get my points. And I'll stab some dudes. It's going to be this next room over here. Yeah, we go for a right here. And then I'm going to try and go left. Okay, avoid the boulder at all costs. I'll see what's over here. This might be something. It's a level 18. Oh, it's just the underneath of the same room. So the reason for this existing is not very strong. So can I run across? No, I can't. Oh! Is there anything in this room that has worth? Oh! There's a... Oh, and it goes deeper. Chat, there we go. There's a stone here. These stones have got to have some meaning, but as far as I can tell, it just leads you to the one place where you get 500 more coins. One of these days, Toycat will continue the Nuclear Wasteland Superflat Survival. It's only been 10 years since the last stream, so the next one's any day now. As soon as they bring Superflat to Minecraft Bedrock that is customizable, I think I would do it. I think that it's one of those like easy options that like you only care about if you're a Minecraft boomer. Like I'm fully willing to concede that there are some things that I want Minecraft to do that would be just for me. Because I think it's like healthy to understand that there are some things that you want. I think especially as you get older, like I've seen this in every community, that there are people who kind of forget that people outside their community exist. So like if you're I don't know, if you're an airline flight attendant, you get really down the rabbit hole of exclusively interacting with flight attendants and believing like, yeah, the thing that is most important to the traveling public is that, you know, like we as flight attendants are allowed to have our crew rest or whatever. Because, you know, they don't want to have tired flight attendants. They know we're there exclusively for their safety. Or something like that as an example. So this is a big pile of money. Do you think I can get it before the game ends right here? Oh no, he's gonna shank me with his bullets. Okay, let's go. Come on. Oh no! Knew it would happen. That's gotta be the way to go, but I just don't have the health. But I'll try a run that includes that. We'll see how many coins that ends up at. I'll get all the little coin piles on the way. I'll stab the dudes. I'll grab the easy piles. Looks like there's one over here. And get that little health bar in there. Then immediately lose it. Perfect. Yeah, TV had channels in the 60s before anyone even heard of the Mandela effect. Are you implying that TV channels have fueled the Mandela effect? I did a Jackbox for Halloween, and one of the questions was, when did the Mandela effect come around? And it's a really interesting one because it feels like, we got this. It feels like it's one of those terms that could have been around forever, but according to the Jackpot, you know, the most irrefutable source of evidence, it's apparently quite recent, like 2007 or something like that. the Mandela effect came around. Soul Steel looks like fun. Yeah, I will say, Soul Steel has a lot more staying power than any of the DLC maps have, which is interesting because it's a free-to-play server. Like, there is a weird reversion of a trend happening now, where if something, like, I would say the things that are most designed to grip your attention are the things that are free. And so if you view attention as the most important metric, the amount that you should spend if you want to have your attention maximized is probably 0. Which is weird. I mean, I can say it's weird, but you're probably watching this live stream 4-0, unless you are Josh Jones or Arachnox. You know, crazy freeloaders is what I call the rest of you. But more seriously, it's like, yeah, I think a lot of people love their free entertainment. I'm gonna envenom him. I'm gonna toxic cloud him. There we go, got him good. I didn't get the key that I was hoping to get, so our run is a little bit off kilter. Come on, let me through that. Yeah, thank you. Oh, there's a key here though. That counts for something. We'll get this chest right over here. This guy is such a nightmare, by the way. Come on, let me through. Yeah, just get those extra coins, and then let's jump back up. Billions of variety in the same space. Look at the space between the stars and the planets. Imagine how many pixels have pictures, but viewed from far away. See, Robot Slayer, you're making an interesting point there that I think is a little bit true, right? Like that the universe, the universe shows what is like broadly true for like everything. That between every something that exists, there is a near like infinite pile of nothing. Like something is the exception. It's the in my opinion, is the reason why AI, you know, a lot of people talk about like, oh, AI is gonna ruin all good movies and all good art. And my view is like, oh, should we spend the 1,000? I don't know that we should. I don't know that we should. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna go pick up that key though. I'll go in this chest, then I'll go for that key there. And then I guess we probably only just about have time to get out after grabbing that key. Yeah, I guess we probably don't have time to go to the double boss area, especially since it always kills me. Yeah, if we grind like normal, we'll just leave with a normal amount of stuff, which is fine, just not perfect. So that was 75 coins. That was worth going for. But yeah, there's so much nothingness in the world, and it is kind of like staggering when you really start to think about how rare it is that there is something here. Even in like time level, like humans have existed for like, you know, I think it's debatable, but like somewhere in the tens of thousands of years. Let's grab this. Humans have existed for like, okay, so what is this, chat? 2,315 coins puts me at a B rank. So I need to not just get a B rank, which, as someone mentioned in the first stream, we could do a lot. I need to get an A rank, which is, it's looking like it's another few thousand coins, and then get an even higher rank than that. Yeah, I think this isn't just grindy. This is, oh, I've got a chronoescent boost. 3 hours? Yeah. Okay, that's perfect. What else have I got in here, actually? Collectibles. Consumables. Okay, I've got ink pouch at gemstone pouch. Use consumable. Use consumable. Use consumable. Yeah, that's good stuff, chat. So I just got myself a bunch of stuff. And so now I can hope that that bunch of stuff is enough for me to buy better armor. Because otherwise I'm not doing this. I'm definitely not doing it anyway, it looks like. But I have 0 chance if I can't even defend myself. If I take 1 hit and I'm dead, 1 hit shot. Also, I thought the Mandela effect was related to Nelson Mandela. Something to do with him dying in prison. A lot of people have the belief that Nelson Mandela died in prison. And so they're really shocked to learn that he had made it out of prison. And so the logical conclusion from that was not that they had misremembered a detail. It was that they are from a universe where the detail has always been different. Which, just to be clear, if you use that argument anywhere else in life, I don't think it's going very well for you. So I can get my defense up by 30 and my health up by 12. I mean, if it's... sure, why not? And then I just need 19 threads for the next one. If I want new armor, like soldier's armor... Yeah, it just costs so many threads that making new armor isn't worthwhile. And accessory upgrades... Don't even have the choices. Regular accessories. I can actually make a chipped sapphire necklace. I can't make... It's pretty cool that after all this time I have actually been able to unlock this. So should I go for it? Like, why not, right? And then I'll have... Even though I don't use my mana, I like the idea that I can use it. I like the idea that I could... Oh, I don't actually have it. Never mind. So yeah, let's try this again with my new best tool and my new little boost that I just got. Maybe, just maybe, this will get me somewhere. Upgrading the base armor really isn't worthwhile. Yes, the Mandela effect was based on the Nelson Mandela thing, and then it's been applied to a lot of things. Like, does Pikachu's tail have a black stripe on it? And now, if you are wrong about something, it is not that you are wrong about something. If a lot of people are wrong about something together, it is that... And, you know, I would argue, if you really get down to the concept of the Mandela effect, that, like, if enough people are wrong about something together, it's proof that parallel universes have collided, and therefore, these people are not wrong, it is the Mandela effect. I think this is, like, a harmful to societal point. Because it's always true that, like, if enough people collectively come together to agree something, it becomes true. And that can be for something as, like, you know, like... that can be for something as simple as, like, you know, what do you think that insert group of people here are equal to the rest of people in society? You know, for lots of groups of people, we say yes, and for lots we say no. And for many good or bad reasons, depending on your viewpoint. Like, we say prisoners, you know, like, not equal to society, but we say people who get out of prison, generally, once you've served your sentence, you're a regular human being again. Except actually we still say you're a little bit less because, like, well, you shouldn't be working around children. You shouldn't be working around a lot of money. You shouldn't be working around, and we make a big list of exceptions to why you're not actually a reformed member of society and why maybe you shouldn't be trusted with stuff. But, okay, there we go. We're in, we got it. There's another key around here, but I think actually it's probably the one key. So grab these coins, grab those coins. I don't think he died in prison. Is it, if it's related to Mandela, then how has it only been termed in the 2000s? I think it's because, like, people would, like, hear about Nelson Mandela and be like, wait, but didn't he die in the prison so long ago? You can probably do research into exactly why it is that people think Nelson Mandela died in prison. Like, there's gonna be some event that they are misremembering, I'm sure. But, yeah, I think it's a fascinating... Oh, damn it. I hate this guy so much. I'm gonna have to kill him, aren't I? There we go. Got him good. Did I get my chest? I got my chest. So I'll go for this. And then... Oh, I don't actually need this. But it's fine. I'll get it anyway. Then I'll get this tiny coin pile. Just 20 coins. And let's bouncy out of that. So we're still under half our time, and we're getting almost 2,000 coins. That's a great sign. That's a sign of good things to come. Then we can get this without having to get the thing later. Run through these guys. They always give me a lot of pain. My better health now should mean that I can go do this next section with no problems. This is where I've always died. So hopefully it goes better today, chat. Getting sleepy. I think it's time I go to bed. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you, Dasher. I was thinking, if you want to know a little update on my life before you go. I sat down yesterday and I spent like a while getting my Switch set up, but now it actually works. It's fully functional, etc. And so I'm thinking of finally going out and getting all the Nintendo Switch achievements. I think that'd be a fun thing to do in the fairly soon future. So I think that is what I'm going to do. Ultimately... Okay, so let's get out of here. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like playing Dragon Ball Z made me appreciate Soul Steel a little bit more. Oh, goddamn. It's a really interesting... Okay, so when you leave the dungeon like that, you don't get all your essence back, which really sucks. So what I should do is a bunch of like minor runs where I just get the essence and get out. It's really hard to work out. Yeah, no, in fact, let's go see. I'll go and do the hardest bit first, even though it's time inefficient, because it's time efficient if I'm bad at it. And I'll get practice with it, which will be good. So we want to go this way and get up there vaguely, but it's easier to just run through here. But yeah, I think it's interesting that like between Soulstill, between all the DLCs, Minecraft is trying to basically branch out its gameplay. Minecraft is trying to be a lot of things that aren't Minecraft. And I've always felt like, you know, like from the beginning, some of the best things inside of the game basically have tried to discard it too. Like if you think about the Hunger Games, Minecraft was never really meant to be like a PvP chest brawler or whatever you want to call that. But the reason it works so well, to me, and the reason it works so well is because, like, well, using a popular game to do something else, if the something else is cool, is always going to be popular. You know, like, people love what you might call a platform. Okay, so one more enemy. There we go. Through the cannon. Get me a key. And, okay, this is the challenge, chat. Oh, there's a big thing up there. Okay. But it's a nightmare to get to. How many... There's only 25 of those blue Chronos points. Not very many at all. Also, at killing these enemies, despite their extreme challenge, oh, not a lot more points to be gotten. There is a health potion, which I will try to store in my brain. Okay, run away. I've ran successfully. Poison them good. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, I'm going to run back and get the health, because I don't want to die. Then I'm gonna just stab some more. Yeah, it looks like I can just about stab them before they come and get me. No! I can't. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Okay, I'm running straight there again. I'm just doing this. But yeah, it's funny. Polly makes the point that like a lot of people remember the Nelson Mandela's from the 80s. Shouldn't the Mandela effect have been around from back then? And it's like, yeah, it sounds like you're from an alternate universe where the Mandela effect was invented in the 80s. But I'm from a universe where it came from the 2000s. Weird how that is. It's weird that the only difference between universes too would be like minor differences like that. I think there's something fun about whimsy. But I think that like whimsy really quickly hits a brick wall of reality in a lot of cases. Like once an idea becomes harmful to reality, it probably shouldn't exist inside of reality. That's my crazy belief, at least. Hey, there we go. Okay, so I am going to get my key. So, the Mandela effect is probably because people's memories aren't perfect. Yeah, no, I would go a step further, and I would say that not only are people's memories not perfect, but they're actively terrible. We have very bad memories. Because a lot of people picture their memory as being like a phone camera. Like, oh yeah, it just records what's happening. And then we can play it back when we need it later. Oh, I'm so dead. But it's actually nothing like that at all. It's, your brain basically tries to recreate it from scratch each time. And so you'll recreate memories from the past with your current biases on top of them. Why are there so many disastrous enemies over here? There we go, I finally did it. Okay. So that gets me 600 coins, which is good. But like getting that done in a run with everything else is actually going to be quite a struggle, I would say. So there's a nice potion over there, but I can't get it. Hopefully there's a potion over in this room somewhere. And now we'll run backwards through the map from this point. Hopefully getting some potions, but also hopefully getting everything else at the same time. Okay, so that's a potion. It's a little one, but it'll keep me alive. And then there's a bigger potion next to it. Stab some dudes. Don't hurt me. Get the chest. Yeah. Okay, now we run backwards through the map. We'll get all these coin piles. We'll see what that creates together. I don't actually think it's going to be too much. But at least I can get my personal best. If nothing else. So I want to only stab the skeletons because I hate the other guys. And life will be good. Yeah, chat, maybe this is like Does anyone else get this? When there's games that have grinds for the sake of grinds, it's really fun when you love the base gameplay and you're looking for an excuse to do nothing. But I feel like I'm being tricked when it's a game like this, where I'm like, oh, it's just hack and slash. But the fun part for hack and slash is when you have a slash weapon that's really powerful. And so I want my weapon to be more slash powerful, but I can't do that until I've ground for a specific amount of time, which happens to be much less if I had bought the right microtransactions. And so it feels a bit like dirty. It feels a bit like it feels like I'm listening to someone's sales pitch for their mixtape that I know I don't want, but that they know that I don't want it too. But they're like, maybe you'll buy it out of awkwardness if I make this sales pitch last long enough. You ever had one of those, chat? If you haven't, I'm so glad. I'm happy for you. I've sat through many a presentation for a mixtape when I do not like music. And you know, it's the worst thing because there's this like internal thing inside you being like, yeah, you gotta let them finish at least. I had someone try to sell me on like in this weird Indian, not Indian. It was subcontinent of some form. Like it's a diet that you can take. There's like a doctor. It sounds a tiny bit cult-like. But this guy was like, you really need to try it. Here are the benefits. And then as soon as I was done, it was like, oh, you should have said if you wanted me to. Okay, oh no, chat. I couldn't quite do it all in time. I've just run out of time here, but I don't want to lose my Chronos. So let's get out of here. We can call this a moderate success. 2,500 coins. That's pretty decent. But it's still nowhere near getting anything better. I get all of these things. Look at that deep shade ink. Look at those tempering threads and all the other stuff. But it's just not that good by itself. Soft sales pitch is way better. Otherwise, I'm repelled. Yeah. If someone has something good to sell you, they can usually rely on the thing selling itself. I think this is the reason why I think the marketplace button is like actively encouraging me not to buy something. Or maybe it could just be like, what is it? I think Kat told me the term for this like years ago. But it's like actively, I have an instinct to actively avoid instructions. Okay, I think I can do it this time, chat. No, actually, we'll still go through the dungeon the other way around. It's a bit late to make that decision, but I'm still going to. I'm going to try and go... Yeah, this way through it all. I'll slice these dudes because there's a bunch of people here. Obviously. And I'm going to try and go through the map in a kind of counterintuitive way. Okay, so come on. Finish him off. Finish him off. Come on, one more guy. Between us. We can do it, chat. We can do it. Not chat. People in the game. They are very bad at this. Please finish them. Perfect. So now I'm going to rush all the way to... I guess I should still do this. Oh, no. Okay. I'm in a bad situation. Very bad situation. But yeah, I have a real, like, you know, like, instinct that if someone is trying to force me to do something, it's probably not good. Like, chat, this is one of the most valuable lessons I learned really early on YouTube. Someone said it to me, and I didn't believe them, but, like, eventually after enough doing it, I've realized it's true. Is that... Oh, you can just fall down a pit and die. That's a fun way to end it. Yeah, someone told me this really early on in my YouTube journey, and I didn't listen to them, but eventually I've realized it's true. But their basic message was like, you can't force an audience to go anywhere. On YouTube, you have no control. You can nudge your subscribers in the right direction. You can nudge a viewer to go somewhere. But you can, like, if you say, click this link in my description, maybe 5% of people will do it if you really have the perfect sales pitch. But realistically, like, no matter how important it is, no matter how important you think it is for them, viewers, you know, like, viewers and, you know, like, in general, like, people you are communicating with will never actually be pushed by something. If you do a hard enough sell, you just discourage more people. Whereas you actually just got to be like, look, here is something. It exists. Now that you know about it, okay. And it's kind of counterintuitive because when you have something you really want to succeed, you know, when I had the makeshift plush, for example, as was referenced earlier in this stream, by the way. But I really wanted that to succeed. And so the instinct should be like, I've got to tell people why they need to do this so bad. But really, you can just be like, a million reminders it exists. You cannot, you'll never actually get more from it than that. Which is weird. It doesn't feel right. You'd figure like, oh. But like, surely if people just knew. But yeah, I think the best you can do is just be like, here are some good things. Here's why you should know about it. And I think that's why like updates for stuff are so good. That's why Minecraft does updates. It's not out of the generosity of their heart. It's like every time an update comes out, people are reminded why they like Minecraft so much. And they're more likely to, oh yeah, I forgot how bad these little skeleton guys are. Every time you're reminded how much you like Minecraft, you're more likely to say, you know what, go on then. Let's get back into it. Let's make a new forever world, me and the friends. Let's get into our 2-week Minecraft phase. Because it's, you know, if they just did a bunch of advertising saying, look, it's Minecraft, it's still around, you'd be like, ah, whatever. But learning something new about it makes you go, isn't that awesome? Yeah, I can't stand Bedrock. You're not the only one with that view. Oh, there's a whole thing over here that I have. Oh, okay. I need potions if I'm gonna deal with this room. Okay, stab a couple times, run. Stab a couple times and run. No, I run right at him, but it's fine. Okay, so this is a very treacherous room. But there are some coins. There's a lot of them too. Come on. See, it's not that bad in terms of how many hits the guys are taking, at least. But it is pretty bad in every other way. Took a lot of time to get here too. But this might be a good set of coins for me. It's not a mega set, but it's some money. Oh, and then it takes me back here, which is the buzzing room. Oh god, scary room, by the way. Oh, it's so scary. You gotta learn how to do this. Okay, jump past them and then. Oh god. Oh lord. Fun room, fun room. Okay, so now we got to go back around the usual route, but we don't have enough time. So what we instead do is we jump back down, and we'll do the tiny bits that we can do. But yeah, there is something... If we just get enough time, we'll be able to do this entire route, I guess. We need a little bit more money, but we mostly want time at this point, then. Should be some fun. Yeah, I've found naturally spawned swamp villages. Oh, awesome! Congrats. Happy for you. But yeah, I think that's why it's like okay, so chat. I made recently I made an episode of my Sky Glue series as a recap. So is that a beat? It better be a beat. Yeah. So yeah, we are getting a ton of threads every time we do this. So we will be able to buy new armor eventually. So that is worth doing according to someone in chat that I'm just going to trust blindly. Because why wouldn't I? Okay, awesome. Let's do this again. See, I'm getting more seconds each time. So maybe I should just learn the route into there better. Learn how to do it fast, and then I'll be able to tie it all in. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of other choices, to be totally honest with you. So, go into here, pick up the coins, go kill these guys, then immediately that's going to be done. Then we'll run up here, pick up the key, I believe that exists in a chest. Oh, there's a key and a chest right next to it, but there's always more chests than keys, I seem to find. Bounce over to this key, and these coins. Only 40, but probably still worth picking up. And up the column we'll go. And yeah, this is where the money is at. Oh no, it's what am I doing? I'm doing it all wrong. Oh, this is quite a handy way to get around. If I wanted the drops anyway, that would be handy at least. Then we'll jump over to this one, and then I put myself in a dead end. Except, whoa, what is this? Oh yeah, that's gonna be useful for something. I don't know what, but that's why you go down weird rabbit holes sometimes. Is PC Bedrock working yet? I've been busy suffering the infected tooth, so not looked. Yeah, for me at least, the memory leak is solved. I am now able to play PC Bedrock again, and it will not run like a slideshow, which is big if you ask me. I love playing video games that are video games and not PowerPoint presentations. Yeah, so we could do this in reverse order, actually, if we're willing to go a little bold. So we would just have to follow it that way and then jump. Okay. Yeah, it's quite easy to do it that way around. Then we get into this part of the room. It's a risky room for sure, but not that. Oh, and then we can just jump straight down to the next pile. Yeah, that is the route. I love working out stuff like this, chat. Feels good, you know? Just feels good. There's a lot of these guys, but they're at the level where I can just about get them. Perfect. Grab that pile. And then jump straight down one. Is there a way to update Minecraft Bedrock PC? The only way is to uninstall and restart. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying that there's a migrator, but it's not working for me or anyone else that I've seen. So like I as far as I can tell, uninstalling and reinstalling is the only way. But lots of people have reported different results. So maybe different operating system or maybe like different. I'm not even sure what they would be doing, but they are doing something different to me. I would love to know what it is, but until I do, I would recommend following my tutorials. Make sure you don't lose your saves, and then uninstall, reinstall. But yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. So this is the wrong way. This is back to where I came, so don't do that in the future. But we've still got 1 minute and 46, which is good. Oh, there's a key up there. Should we go for it? I think, like, in general, yes. And then we'll see what's down here in case it's also worthwhile. Oh, another key. Wow, Key City over here. And then there's a staircase down that leads me to one of these. There's a lot of those around the map. I'm guessing you put a bunch of money into each of them, and then you double it all by going to that big last quest. And then the Crystallize Waiting and Pulse that you can check out on their Discord server. Intriguing. So, yeah, nothing to see here, really. I do need to get at least one more horde done. So I'm going to try and race back to the portal. Actually, I don't need to get one more done. I've just hit my 2,000 coins. So now it's all about getting some Chronos on the way out. I know how to maximize those. So I'm going to go do precisely that. There should be a little bit of it found around here somewhere. But if... Oh, there we go. But if there's not, that's chill too. Round the corner there. We want to leave as much of that as possible because it will help me on my future runs. And that would be nice. Sky Glue's so fun. Maybe because it looks ridiculously hard to do. Yeah, Sky Glue is one of my, like, favorite ridiculous things. But I think it just doesn't connect well enough on, like, the surface to the average audience member. Well, why that is, you know, we could speculate on endlessly. But, like, as a result, even though I think it's so cool, I have to concede that to most people, they're like, what even is this? Why does ClickCat care so much? Okay, so try it again. 291 seconds still. I'm going to get good at doing that little loop on the right there. It's definitely less risky than the ones I've tried, but I need more time to be good at it. And to be good at something requires a bit of repetition. Or what you might call grinding. But yeah, I think there's a... I think it's... You really don't have control over where people go. Like, you know, you don't have any... A lot of people believe that, oh yeah, well, influencers, they could just say anything and people will believe them. But it's like, yeah, you don't... It's not controllers, it's influencing, right? You have a very minor amount of control that is arguably in, like, very specific places. Like, you know, no one's gonna trust my recommendations on Dr. Pepper. You might take my opinion on the Minecraft Dragon Ball Z map, you know, with a grain of salt, but you still probably would take it. I would hope. I would like to believe. Oh, nice little Chronos there too. So this room is a nightmare, but I can do it. It's just about following this. And then not getting caught up in there. Oh, I wonder what this is. Is it just to show me there's another chest? Anyway, let's do some more hacking and slashing. Because that is important. Get the potion first, of course. So, yeah, so as much as I love Sky Glue, I can't say that the failure is like, you know, it's really tempting to be like, am I just not linking to it in enough places? So whenever I do a Sky Glue stream, I link it just in case people need to know about it. But I know that statistically, if people did want to know about it, they would have found it. And I think algorithms are a bit dangerous with that view, because, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of things. Oh, wait, did I get the coins from up there? I must have. I didn't get the coins from earlier, that's why. See, do I want to spend 1,000 on that? It's tempting to think I should. But right now, I'm just going to try and pile up as many coins as I can. And then get out of here. So, grab the key. There's another key in here, right? No, there's not. But there's one in here. No, there's not. So grab the key. We'll grab this just because we're literally here and it is quite valuable. And then we could probably do a couple more raids on the way out. Yeah, I bet we could. Although I've never gone over here for these. Is this worthwhile? It's good coins. There's no good reason why not. But yeah, then we'll head back to spawn in a roundabout way. And then back around from spawn. 2 keys, nice. Yeah, they've got this perfect little thing here. Oh, wait, what is this? I've never been inside here. Whoa! There's a puzzle, chat. I can't believe there's a puzzle. I'm guessing you have to go to each of these places in the map. And then you have to... Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. You have to know where each of the things are pointing. Because they can be different each time. You could probably do it with pure brute force. If you wanted to. But I shan't. For now, I will pick up a bunch of keys there. Sometimes don't try it unless embarrassment is okay. It requires somewhat desperation. Oh, I think that's true for a lot of, like, selling stuff. A lot of, like... I think, honestly, what you might even say is, like, extroversion. Oh, I got the coins. Didn't even have to do anything. Like, extroversion or, like, being social. Like, creating opportunities is about taking risks on yourself for collective social gain. You know, like, having a party... I know I might seem like I'm still bitter about this one, but, like, having a party is doing that. You are saying, this is my personal property, my space, or at least, you know, it's your stuff or your time, even if you're not using your own stuff or your own place. You're using your own time to host an event that you are hoping that people entrust their time into. Okay, in 20 seconds, we're just going to have to bounce out here. Come on, one more guy. Okay, I can't do it. I've probably killed myself already. I'll grab another key. It'll be fun to leave with 3 keys. That should be worth something. But yeah, we can reliably get 2,000 coins in 2 different ways. But they both take about 4 minutes. So we need to up our time in there to a lot more than 4 minutes. Which is a problem. Although now I've got 5 minutes in there, so that might be something. But yeah, so like on a small scale, you know, on a large scale, we're talking about like parties or like, you know, companies, I guess. Like if you start a company, you're like, I'll put all of my resources into this company. You guys can work at it and get wages without having to, like, you know, also put 5 grand of your own money into it. You know, a lot of people would argue that social contract is like, oh, actually, if the business makes money, it should be perfectly split amongst everyone. And if the business loses money, that's only the employees, the business owner's problem. But, that, you know, it's a little bit of like sharing. You are taking a big risk for collective good, whether you mean if your customers or your shareholders or your employees or whatever. And so on the smallest scale, if you want to help someone else out, you have to risk embarrassment. If you want to, you know, like, and that's what sales is. Even if you believe in the most altruistic version of sales, which is I tell people about things in their life they don't know about, you're still taking a huge risk. Or even, like, not sales, like being a YouTuber, right? Like, I am trying to sell my personality to people. I'm trying to sell you on why you should spend some time with me today, chat. And I haven't done the best of jobs. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Ooh. I don't know if I do the best of jobs every day, but I have to put myself out there. And if you watch this and go, ha ha ha, that guy thinks that, you know, he's worth watching. What a lame idiot. Doesn't he know that there are 5 guys like that where I am, and I hate all of them? Or something, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting to think about, at least. Okay, so I want to open this chest, but I don't have a key. There's definitely an asymmetry in where the keys are in this run versus where they need to be. But it doesn't matter. Got a ton of coins. Oh, it does matter. Got a ton of coins. I picked up a 12-pack of some newfangled flavor of Dr. Pepper, but decided to put it back. Perhaps I'll give it a whirl next time, says 666 Rivers. Are you being actively sold right now? Is my influencing working? If so, I've got this great series called Sky Glue you should watch. I know that you don't like it, and the retention's not good on the video, which means that it's not good at engage. Oh, Christ. Rip. Yeah, chat. There's a brand new dungeon out, but actually going to that dungeon, is not something you'll be able to do with even a few hours of playtime. Yeah, you have to go for a lot to get there, and it's not even signposted how it is. But the point is, for people who are playing the game deeply, who are hundreds of hours in, Soul Steel is getting better, and I think it's cool that I've got a lot of people on my channel who are deeply into it. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, that's the thing. When's the new video coming? Oh, good question. I would have expected about now. Okie dokie. So, yeah, chat. The video should be good. It should be in the next, like, hour or two. Maybe late tonight. We will have to see. Yeah, just had a bizarre thing with tomorrow's video. So I'm going to have to work out what's happening with that. I'm going to play a little bit of my world chat to show you, to test. But, you know, I'm going to play it with Vibrant Visuals on. Crazy, I know. We never play the Let's Play with Vibrant Visuals. And we're going to see if that makes things good. I'm Sir Eating is illegal. Even Five Guys. Five Guys is really good. Five Guys... I had a bad Five Guys this week. Because the one problem Five Guys has, it has to be conceded. It's expensive. By the way, if you're curious what this bracelet actually is, it's some rubbish that I need to get rid of, and I'm keeping it on my wrist. That way I'll be able to, next time I'm at a bin, I'll be like, oh yeah, and my wrist. I'll see it. It's right there. It's like how people write notes on their hands. I went to watch comedy last night, and someone had all their jokes written on their hand. And I thought it was funny at first, and then I realized they were trying to hide it. And something about that made it not funny, right? There's something about not sharing that little tidbit that makes it a little different. So yeah, chat, it is a little laggy right now, but it isn't a memory leak at least. We're only using 3 gigabytes of RAM. So maybe it's just like Minecraft jitters as it's loading in. Yeah, it's working fine right now. It's really ugly with Vibrant Visuals though. Look at that. Look at my map. They're being ruined. Absolutely ruined. So what I am going to quickly do, I was working on a Copper Lantern project for a members Let's Play. To be fair, I've never had Five Guys, so I can't comment. Whoa! You've never had Five Guys? You're missing out. It's delicious. So the biggest problem with Five Guys is price. So I decided to go for their kids meal. Because a kids meal, it comes with a burger, fries, and a drink. And it's cheaper than a burger. And the only downside is you get a half portion of fries. No one wants a full portion of Five Guys fries anyway. They give you way too much. The problem is the only problem is you don't get add toppings. And I was like, honestly, best bit about Five Guys is the meaty burger. So I'll go for it. And I'll be honest with you, chat. I love a meaty burger, but it's just not what I got. It's just not what I experienced. As if it wasn't ugly without vibrant visuals. Oh, Riggers 1907. Go deep on me right now, why don't you? Yeah, I need to prepare my pickaxes. And this is like my best way to do it in terms of resources. But it's just not very good in terms of like actually working on stuff. So I'll grab out my sticks and I'll grab a ton more bamboo. And then we'll make some sticks. And then I'll grab some more bamboo. And then I'll make some sticks. And then I'll put the bamboo away. And then I'll quickly... Honestly, I think I'm starting to resent doing this. And I'll walk in here real quick. And I'll find your boy. It's the discount man. And I'll give him 12 emeralds worth. You can see it's cool to be able to get emeralds from something that just grows on trees. But honestly, I think at the scale I'm doing it, it's just not very effective. Do I need to sell more of them at the same time? So yeah, Five Guys is really good, but I realized, like, actually, maybe it is, like, a good burger that's, like, held together by the toppings. And then I realized, you know, maybe if toppings is what makes a good burger, you know, maybe we're all doing it wrong. Maybe that makes an argument that McDonald's burgers should be the best. You know, it's the, you know, where the beef is, like, so basic and everything else is not. Also, I actually watched this Sky Glue of which you speak. I sometimes wonder how those two pandas in the boat are doing. Based on my limited understanding of Minecraft, I presume they survived the fall. Yeah, you're right. They would have survived the fall. Yeah, I knew, you know, maybe, call me a monster if you like, but I never even stopped to think about how they were doing. But you're right that they probably are doing well. So I'll put this away in there, and I'll put this away in here. Including my little copper nuggets. And there we go. Okay, so I do want to make more copper lanterns at some point. But we'll see. Yeah, James Weston says I've never had two girls, but I've always wanted to. The logical upgrade to Five Guys. You know, it seems like crude conversation, but I spoke to someone in a supermarket that, like, I was just, you know, I was just in Canada in the grocery store, and someone decided to talk to me about the mayo that I was looking at, and they were like, yeah, that mayo is really good. And I was like, yeah, it's seriously good. Every time I'm at Five Guys, I get a whole cup. And honestly, I have to lick the mayo by itself. It's delicious. And he's like, yeah, don't get me started on Five Guys. My sister, you know, was saying at Christmas how she had Five Guys, and I had to really stop her on that. And I was like, well, thank you for the information on your family, friend. But yeah, I think, oh, look at that. You can see my light at the bottom of my castle there. Yeah, Vibrant Visuals just looks so different, doesn't it? It's just a fundamentally different game in a lot of weird ways. Five Guys burgers are a bit grizzly, chewy for my taste. Really? I've never heard that complaint. Honestly, grizzly burgers are like that's like a pound burger thing. That's not a Five Guys burger thing. This feels like complaining that your caviar is too fishy or something. It's like I didn't know that was a complaint one could have. It doesn't make any sense to me that it is. Oh. Okay, chat. I don't think they fixed the issue. I could still turn off improved input response. But it's definitely... Yeah, I'm guessing it's improved input response. Still needs to be turned off. Maybe that's what it is? Oh, you can't turn it off? Oh, no. Yeah, my Minecraft is getting worse, which tracks how a memory leak works, right? Yeah, oh no, it sucks, chat. It sucks really bad. So yeah, should I leave this here? I think I should. I mean, I feel like this belongs in the modern art gallery rather than here. Oh, really painful. I had a really fun idea for the modern art gallery, actually. I was thinking about horse armor, and I was like, you know, it's a shame that no one really ever uses colored horse armor for anything good. Oh my god. Life is pain, and pain is life. Do you see that though? Like when I was hovering over this block, it had like a lava outline because I was in lava. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a... Oh, this copper golem will die if I leave him eventually. Yeah, I think that's too sad to think about. So I'm just going to leave before that happens on my watch. And it'll be good. So, what's the Copper Golem's job? Honestly, the Copper Golem's job is to turn into a statue and then eventually vanish from my world. But yeah, chat, a lot of people have been, I wanna quickly praise people for praising me. I want to try to psychologically manipulate you into praising me more often. Because a lot of people have been like, wow, it's cool that you've been finishing so many projects, Toy Cat. And, you know, like, wow, you finally finished the crab. And I'd like to point out, as much as I love the praise, actually, I didn't quite finish the crab. I made the crab a certain type of finished. I made it less obviously unfinished. But technically, the crab is not finished. Technically speaking, that is not correct. So, sorry about that one. My bad. But yeah, it looks like the world is a bit too laggy right now, so I'm going to have to turn off improved input response and hope that that fixes things. And hope that there is another hotfix for that too. Unless it is a realms issue. I don't think it's a realms issue. My world is not usually this laggy. It could be a vibrant visuals plus my world issue. But things are very strange. And it's a shame that I thought that they weren't. But yeah, speaking of things that I didn't think, chat, great news. There's an update to the Let's Play world coming out very soon. It's scheduled for the 11th of November, but Microsoft, I don't know, who do I even blame? Like the certification team at the Minecraft Marketplace are busy. They don't explain. They give you an estimated date and then they don't hit it sometimes, and they don't like tell you like how long they're delayed by. They're like the friend who's like, yeah, I'm still coming, and then like 2 hours later you're like, are you still coming? And he's like, probably. And you're like, oh, is that, should I be concerned? But yeah, the Let's Play world is getting an update on the marketplace. You can get it right now, and you'll get all updates, including the one coming out on the 11th, for free. So if you want that, make sure to check it out. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed today's 3-part stream. I played some Dragon Ball Z, didn't like it. I played some Soul Steel, which I liked, but I felt like I was being tricked. And I played my Let's Play world, but it's just a bit too laggy. Honestly, that's 2 Wednesdays in a row we've had a dud stream, but it's been fun both ways. I think we should maybe set aside 1 stream a week, specifically for like semi-variety randomness, you know? Because I enjoyed this one a lot. But yeah, the next stream we'll be doing will probably be Skyglue. Wow, you could check out the recap video right now if you wanted to be informed on that. Not that I would ever encourage you to do that. Skyglue, I'm going to be bridging out 19,000 blocks. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the other thing is I want to do a pay-to-win stream of defeating Minecraft, but chat can mess with it. I want to see how fast I can beat Minecraft against the limitations placed on me. And will it take a long time? Statistically, yes. Will it be a fun time? Statistically, maybe. But I look forward to seeing you there anyway. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Oh, wait, actually, do you want to see something cool? So this is in the members Let's Play, but it's ready to go up now. I'm just missing a thumbnail. Look, I lit up my swamp water, and it looks really good. Okay, thank you. It's too laggy for me to show you anything else. I'm glad everyone had a good stream. I'm just assuming you had a good stream. You know, people are telling me they had a good stream, which means they had a good stream. And so I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Good night. I say goodbye a lot of times, but I never actually go. The flavoring of this is